Right now, we want you to give us. You got some relationship issues, some problems. The woman with the solutions is sitting right next to me, Joyce Oglesby, on Monday. Good morning, Joyce.
Good morning, Dan. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you very much. And how was your Valentine's
It was
Day?
wonderful. Just great. I had grandkids in.
Oh, nice.
But, oh, yeah. We let the daughters and their sons-in-law have a nice little Valentine's Day. And
That's true.
But we did ours early. So
all right. Well, we want to remind our audience that you can give us a call right now. Give Joyce a call, 502-267-2422. If you've got a relationship or love question, Joyce will answer for you. She's got her brand new book out, Turning Her On and Keeping Her Heart, The Missing Manual for Husbands. And it has been on my nightstand. I brought it in.
Getting lots of good comments about it, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about... let's go to the mailbag real quick, because people have been emailing us live at cwlouisville.com. And here's our first one from E, who's a faithful fan. Thank you very much, from Taylorsville.
Good. I like that.
And your segment sponsor for My Hymn Day. I'm struggling with getting over an affair my husband had recently. He is frustrated with me because I can't seem to trust him now. I wonder why. It makes me feel guilty that I don't, but I don't know how to make that happen. Do you have any advice for me? I'm trying, but it is hard.
Of course it's difficult.
Yeah.
You know, I find it interesting that couples kind of get that reversed a little bit, don't you?
Yeah.
Because, you know, the one that commits the sin,
right.
you know, the adulterous affair, they want to transfer that
right.
that guilt.
I said I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said I'm sorry. So now, you know, you take on the guilt.
Right.
And I want to say, number one, forgiveness is really for you. It's not for him or her, whoever betrays. It's for you, because that's the healing that comes along with that. And that's for you so that your heart doesn't get decayed and, you know, with anger and resentment and bitterness. But, you know, don't feel guilty about not having that trust, because that's something he's going to have to win back.
Sure.
He's the one that betrayed you. Now, don't take on that guilt, because it is not necessary. And it's going to take a long time, maybe, for that to come back to you.
And the affair might be the big thing in the relationship that broke it apart, but normally there's lots of other little things.
Well, it starts somewhere.
Sure.
For someone to start looking for greener grass, and usually it's not greener. You're always going to take yourself with you into any relationship. And so, you know, if it didn't work somewhere, it may not be the other party that it didn't work.
Right.
You know, instead of, you know, you're not usually without fault.
Sure.
And so anyway, always just don't take on the extra guilt of whatever someone did to betray you.
It's a lot to put on somebody.
It is. It's an awful lot. And it's going to take, if they've decided to stay in this relationship, it's going to take work on both parts, and it's going to take time to rebuild that trust. And it's not going to happen overnight, and a lot of people want that to happen, and it can't.
They want to get back to that idyllic time in their life, but
you're not there.
No.
Square one may never come again, but you can get back to something that both of you can work with and live with.
If you got a question for Joyce, a relationship question, she's got some advice for you. 502-267-2422. We've got one more email from the mailbag here. This is from Holly L. And again, your segment sponsor, My Hymn Day. My marriage is boring and cold. I'm a Christian, and I feel I should stay with the man I married 10 years ago. I have someone at work who has shown interest in me, and it feels good. I feel more alive and find it more exciting to go to work than to come home. I am dealing with guilt for my feelings. Should I feel guilty?
Oh, that's a different slant on guilt, isn't it?
Yeah,
yes,
sure is.
You should.
Yeah.
Yes, you should. That is not God's perfect plan for your life. You know, you marry for keeps, and that's the way it should be.
Sure.
Infidelity is a different scenario altogether. But, you know, if your marriage is feeling stale, there's reasons, and it may not be all on the other person. It could be that you need to spice up the relationship.
Sure. But attractions at work happen all the time. We're there 8 hours a day. We're working together on projects.
And if you're deprived of attention at home, it's so easy to accept it from somebody else at work. And you know, and the thing is, people that are willing to give you attention at work usually can pick up on your lack thereof immediately and capitalize on it. And so you resist, and yes, you should feel guilty, because that is not the way you should go. The route you should go is try to get back and pick up my book. Go to my website or go to Borders, pick up my book,
Right.
Turning Her On and Keeping Her Heart is for the man. Keeping his pants on until he gets home is for the woman. But both parties have found great insight in both books. And so, just read those and get some tips. I give wonderful tips about how to get back to a relationship that is spicy, that is exciting.
And that way you're not looking for it in the workplace.
You're not looking for it.
Watching us on the internet on CWLowell.com, streaming live on the homepage 24 hours a day. Rosalind from Chicago, good morning.
Good morning.
What's your question, Rosalind?
I have an unusual situation here. I was involved with a guy about 20 years ago. I was just going through a bad marriage, and he was in a relationship, but anyhow, we dissolved it, and now we're talking again. We come across each other's lives again, and he's spicy, and everything's just wonderful, but he's still involved with the lady from 20 years ago. But he keeps telling me that, we'll probably end up being together, and I don't know if I should, put anything into this.
Good question,
Good
Rosalind.
question. Don't put too much stock into it if he's still involved with someone.
Right.
And, yes, obviously that attraction seems something that, happened years ago and it's still there. And so there may be very deep feelings there. But don't hang your hat on probablys. Probablys don't usually come to fruition. And
if this guy were as interested in Rosalind as she would hope that he is, then, this other person wouldn't be an issue, right?
Altogether. And so I counsel so many people that has, what they've done is they had a person that says, oh, but I'm going to get a divorce, and they believe that, they believe that. Well, anything that doesn't feel right. Shouldn't be.
Don't get strung along because you can lose
Don't.
so much of
That's
your
right.
time and so much of your life and so much of yourself.
So much of yourself you give to someone who really is not given back.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Talk about how people can get a hold of the book. We don't have the companion, your first...
It's been borrowed out.
It
It's
has
all right.
been.
That's good.
It
That's
has
always
been.
good news.
It is good. But talk about your first book.
My first book for women is designed to give you practical tips, and I tell everybody it's pretty basic. It takes you back to the fundamentals of love,
Right.
and things that we all know as women about how to woo our husbands and keep that spice alive. But we forget because life gets in the way, and many times people don't fall out of love.
Right.
They just stumble out of the habit
Right.
of love, and that is a reminder of how to get back into the habit.
And we're going to talk about your new book in just a second, but right now on the line, Stephen from Indiana. Good morning, Stephen. Are you there, Stephen?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your question, Stephen?
All right, how you doing?
Good, thank you.
Yeah. I just have a strange situation. I started dating a girl, and her ex is in jail, and she...
Right. So, Stephen, go ahead. Turn your TV down if you can, too, okay?
And I know she still has feelings for him, and I just want to know if I'm just wasting my time.
Okay. Well, that's a tough situation.
That is a tough situation. She still has feelings for him. She still is connecting with him in some sort of way. You could be wasting your time, and you probably need to make yourself a little bit more of a challenge to her. Cause her to, want to seek you and the relationship with you a little bit, and not again hang your hat on something that's going to be.
Well, and did I hear him right? You. This other guy's in
prison. And ex.
Right.
But she's still apparently connected still. And feelings are hard to get rid of sometimes when you love someone. And so, just make sure, because I don't know what he's in prison for, but he could get out.
Yeah,
so,
and there's a whole different kind of dynamic and relationship there.
Absolutely.
Does not sound good.
Absolutely.
Jerome from Louisville, good morning.
Good morning.
What's your question, Jerome?
I've been involved with the woman for, I guess, say 4 to 5 years now. We have 3 kids together. And for some odd reason, it just seems like the thrill is gone. and I'm almost 100% sure it's not me because she just makes a lot of excuses nowadays. It's just, it's like nothing's going to happen and nothing has happened. It's like, just forget it. But I don't know what to do.
What's the relationship with the kids, Jerome?
Relationship with the kids is fine.
Are you married to this woman or just involved with her?
More so just involved.
All right, so you don't have a sense of commitment from either party here, and that's the danger of getting into a relationship without a solid commitment, because no one feels like they really have to go on with anything, and disinterest and all of this is really going to be crucial.
So Jerome asked this lady for a commitment, and she doesn't want to.
But they've got 3 kids together. What do you do with those children? You have a commitment to them, and so the two of you really, really need to work this out. You need to probe her, find out where her feelings are, find out what you two can do to get back that excitement, that thrill that you say is lost. And if you're not willing to commit, wow.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Good luck, Jerome. Lots of good questions today, phone calls, emails. We'll have them again on Monday. Joyce, thanks so much.
You're welcome,
Joyce Oglesby
Dan.
on Monday.
You have
We'll
a
be
great
back with more right after this.